Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Come on, I want to hear those voices, see
Good
those faces.
morning. Good morning.
Oh, and beautiful faces today. Hi, we have Dr. Robin in the USA. Beautiful faces. Marian in South Africa. Deborah in Dominica. Wow. Okay, we have our Trinidad girls. Okay, Camille's coming in. Lovely. Girls in Dominica. Wow. We have Tosin, who is in Nigeria. Donna in the USA as well. Wow. It's a bright and beautiful sunny day in the beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I am Simone Claxton, president and founder of the Sapphire Miriam Foundation, a nonprofit organization incorporated in Trinidad and Tobago. It's now 10:15 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And we are here yet another year. This is our fifth year. I can't believe it. 5 years online with this girls program. First, I want to thank God for health and strength and life. You know, life is amazing. I tell you, I've come a long way. It's been a long journey, and I'm happy to be here today. Yet another day in the land of the living. I'm grateful for all you guys who've joined today, all my partners from all over the world who've supported the foundation over the past few years. And Mr. Ricardo Mitchell, our public relations and media director, who's been behind all this work going on here for the past 5 years online. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. I mean, this feels like family. We've grown so close, you know. It's amazing. It really is, an amazing journey. So I want to say a special shout out to my mom, Joan in England, and my daughter, Sapphire Miriam, who the foundation has been named after. My precious jewel and inspiration. So they are joining us all the way from England today. Wow, where do we start? This year, we're going to do a program called Shine. Okay. So just bringing greetings. I want to call on someone to do a prayer before we move forward. So any volunteers?
Thank you, Spirit of Life, for this brand new day. Thank you, Spirit of Life, for this gift of another brand new day. Thank you for bringing us here again in 2025. Sapphire Miriam Foundation, bless Simone for all she's doing. Bless our partners, bless our girls, because without them, this program would not be possible. We lift this program up in your hands, take it to where we need to be, and we ask this in your divine mercy and grace. Amen.
Thank you so much for that, Deborah. Yes, we want to say a special thanks to the Unit Trust Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, who is our first sponsor. Yeah, so we have them on board again yet another year. And we are hoping to have our other sponsors on board. We thank our sponsors who have gone before in the past few years. We hope to have GMMB back on board again this year. Our National Lotteries Control Board, Trinidad Generation Unlimited, National Gas. So these are some of the sponsors that we've had backing us for the past few years, and we're looking forward to them again this year, right? So where do we start? Mr. Mitchell. I know Mr. Mitchell has to leave shortly, so he's going to give us some greetings.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So I'm going to use my radio voice this morning. How is everyone doing today? It's Sapphire Miriam Foundation Dream Big Girls Empowerment Program, Shine 2025. I am Ricardo Mitchell. I'm a director with the association, with the foundation, and I'm also the cousin of the president and founder, Simone Toya Claxton. I've had the pleasure of being with this organization for several years. I attended one event, one in-person event, a health fair several years ago, and I immediately adopted this program as something that I had to commit to because I saw the importance of it. It is so important, in fact, that I am the best man at a wedding today And I am ducking calls right now because I want to spend some time with you guys before we go get the bridal party started. So that is to show you how important this program is to me. That I'm literally pretending I'm not seeing my phone because I needed to let you guys know that this is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to become something, to experience something, to share something, because each of us has something to bring to the program. So I don't want you thinking that this is one of those come and sit down and just listen and play Roblox on the side and watch YouTube on your phone. No, this is one of those I have something to share programs. You get to meet people from all over the world, right? So far, we already have Dominica and we've had Guyana, Suriname, we have people in Canada, Grenada, we have people in Africa, Uganda, Ghana. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have South Africa with us. There have been people here from the Philippines. There are people from who are in France. All the islands coming up the Caribbean. It's just a fascinating experience. Make friends, meet people. It is fun. It is important. There are girls who've gone to the program and then they continue coming back to the program because it added something and they became something else. So I want you guys to dream big. I want you guys to shine. I want you guys to become what God designed you to be, because your families need you to be. Your communities need you to be. Your countries need you to be. And right now, you might feel like, well, I'm just me though, little old me. You're not little old you, right? You are a star waiting to shine. You are a gem that, once polished, will become a part of the crown jewels of the world, of the universe. You are important already. This program is just to help you find that, to recognize it for yourself, so that when people see you, they'll be like, wait now, that's so and so. You have it already. Our job is to bring it out and to give you tools to bring it out. That is what we're here for. And I love the foundation for what it has done for me as well, because I've become a better teacher and leader and mentor, and everything that I've been, I got better being in the program, especially with the graphics. Listen, when I started doing the video and I did not know what I was doing, but I tried. And now I could tell you that I am better than I was, but I'm not as good as I'm going to be. So the plan is to continue learning, continue growing, continue pouring in, because that is what helps us become. So, Simone, thank you again for trusting me with your program. Deborah, thank you for trusting me with your friendship and your influence. And let's put it like this. Deborah's daughter was with the program, and Deborah saw the value in the program and stayed on with us, and she's been with us since. And we've seen so much, we've gone through so much together. This program can change your life if you let it. So give it everything you have and take everything you can. And this is Ricardo Michel for the Sapphire Miriam Foundation. Just a reminder, guys, shine, shine, shine. Back to you, Simone.
Thank you so much for that, Ricardo. Wow, I could not have said it better. Thank you. So, ladies, get what you can get from the program. Give what you can give. We are here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to support each other. This year is going to be a fantastic year. Thank you so much for being on board with us, Ricardo, despite your pressing engagement. We really do appreciate you being here today and all that you've contributed to the program over the past few years. Happy to have you with us.
It's been a pleasure and it's been an honor to serve. So when you guys miss me, I'm gone, but I'm not gone.
You're not gone.
I'm not gone.
Yeah.
You'll lose me again next week and for the following weeks.
Please the Lord, yes.
All right. Take it easy, guys. And you know what? Now that I'm out of the room, or I could go ahead and or I could do all I want. Or I could do all I want. Get comfortable.
Ladies,
Guys, put on a
ladies only.
cameras on mute. Let people hear your voices. You'd be amazed at how important your voice is. This typing in chat thing, I hear it, I understand it. But you'd be amazed at how important your voice is. I mean,
Yeah.
might get me on radio, so I just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Thank you, Ricardo. Thanks. We're really grateful for all our directors. We have Cheryl Allen, who will probably be joining us in a little bit. Um, it's really been an amazing journey. So, Camille is our first presenter. She's with us, Mrs. Camille Fraser-De. But we have her husband, who is Mr. Dexter De, with us as well today for a few minutes. Before he speaks, I would just like to open the floor for a couple minutes for our partners. Anybody who wants to bring greetings from their territory could just do so quickly. And then we will have Mr. Dexter De, who will be our in-house psychologist for this year, starting. Based on the type of program we will be running, which is SHINE, which has to do with our mental health and well-being and advocacy, we will be having Mr. Bellotte here to support us throughout this journey. So we have someone we can rely on and talk to if we need that support. So he's going to just give us a few words, but I just want to open up the floor. Any of our partners want to say hi?
Good morning. Good morning. I will start. This is Donna Morgan, all the way from Orlando, Florida. I just want to wish the ladies a beautiful, blessed experience. I am the president of Women of Culture Incorporated. God love you. We love you. And be blessed.
I'll go next. Good morning. Hello, beautiful people. This is Dr. Robin, all the way from the U.S. I'm on the Deborah's in the South. Donna, I'm sorry, is in the South. I'm in the Northeast. I'm in Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. This is our my fourth year supporting this program. And it is such a pleasure and honor to be back, to be with all of you. Some of you are familiar faces and others not. So I look forward to getting to know you over the next few weeks. I am the founder and visionary of Project Cultivate, and we are a global organization that helps girls and women around the world. So I'm looking forward to spending time with you. And following up, Ricardo he said everything that I think needs to be said today. So I concur with everything that he said. Have a great day, and I look forward to spending time over the next few weeks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Robin. It's been amazing having you on board. And I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Robin and some persons from her board, some of her directors, in St. Lucia in February. It was an amazing time. Utalia, our partner in St. Lucia, was there as well. Utalia is currently traveling, so I'm not sure she'll be able to join in. But it was a sisterhood for someone, and people have never met. It was amazing. It was a real sisterhood. We really bonded, really nice.
Never met in person, but you met in spirit.
In spirit, yes. It's been, in spirit over the past few years, and then when we met, everything just came together. It was really a lovely occasion and time. Yeah, so I look forward to, continued relationships. We look forward to going to Dominica next, to be able to meet Deborah. Yeah, Dominica. Right. But in December, guys, we're going to be having, for the graduation and cultural showcase of international and regional partners are going to be coming to Trinidad and Tobago. So get ready. It's going to be a really exciting close to the year. Right. So anybody else before we bring on Mr. Dexter De?
Yes. And delicious Deborah from Dynamic Dailies in Dominica. Pleasure being here. And as Mr. Mitchell said, that I've been here from the inception of the program. Due to my daughter, I learned so much. I just relived my whole time. We came on when she was just about to go into high school. So now she's in fifth form, guys. She's in high school, and she's been an amazing gem. The program has really enhanced and really impacted her life. The teachers give me great feedback, her peers, and she's well-adjusted young lady, and I really want to give back to this community and the best way I can. And I am actually the founder and director of the Caribbean Movement for Peace and Healing. And with that comes a community advocacy for development, for growth, and for healing. I'm leading the Reconnect Dominica movement, reconnecting the wellness community that's currently divided, and I'm in the forefront and I'm leading it. It's just an amazing and exciting time. So yes, bring it on. We're gonna have a great time. Welcome on board, guys. Let me hear you say shine 3 times. Shine. Come on. Lay on that step. Come on. Unmute the mic. Come on. Let's shine.
Shine.
Come on, guys. Deborah's very dynamic. Yes, so we want to then Aralia a chance to say hi. We have a couple interns joining us who've been in the background working so hard. It's been really great having them on board. So Aralia, let's just say hi.
Hi, good day, everyone. Welcome. So happy to have you. I'm Aralia Blackman, one of Miss Simone Claxon's interns, and such a pleasure to be on with you this year. It's my first day, and I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. I'm also the person behind sending the messages on the WhatsApp. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm excited to help you. And come on, let's celebrate.
Thank you, Aralia. Thanks. So let's give Mr. Dexter Bellotte a few minutes to talk. But he has some other engagements, so we're very lucky to have him with us today.
Pleasant good morning. You're hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So let me say pleasant good morning to you, Miss Blackstone.
Morning, Dexter.
And good morning to your team. Good morning to everyone on the platform. I am bringing greetings from the Counselling Clinic Limited. And yes, my name is Dexter de Bellotte. I'm a counseling psychologist and trauma and crisis specialist. And could you imagine if I take off my camera right now? I want to bring my face a little closer and take off. Gosh, I take off my glasses. I can't see nothing. I'm put it back on. I want Brianna to unmute her mic and tell me what I'm thinking right now. Brianna, could you unmute your mic and you can point a camera and all too. Let me see your face and tell me what I'm thinking. Tell me what I'm thinking.
I'm not sure what you're thinking.
You're not sure? All right. Thanks for your honesty. How about you, Alexis? Alexis, tell me what you're thinking.
I don't know.
You don't know either? Oh my. Now somebody must know what I'm thinking, man. Let me see. Who else on the block? Jocelyn. Tell me what you're thinking this morning. Tell me what you think going through my mind. Oh, Jocelyn answer. Let me see if I find somebody else. Anybody on the platform this morning could look at my face and tell me what I'm thinking. Feel free to unmute and tell me yes.
And this is your space. This is your forum to shine. Come on. Look at his face. What is he thinking? Look at his expression. Look at his eyes. What is he thinking? We know to read body language, right?
Yeah, ladies, your cameras need to be on. This is a camera on session. We want to see you. We want to interact with you. So please put on your cameras. It's like you're showing up for an interview. You don't show up for an interview with, a paper bag on your head and your face is covered. You show up presenting yourself in the best form possible. So let's do that to be able to get the best out of this program. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, so somebody tell me now. Tell me whether you're from Trinidad, Dominica, wherever you're on the platform from, because I don't have much time. I just want to ask you if you could tell me what I'm thinking. And I would it's yes or no. If it's yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. Anybody could tell me what I'm thinking right now.
Oh, we have you written to share.
Tell me the answer.
I think you're thinking of what is the purpose of this workshop?
Say it again.
What is the purpose of this workshop?
Yeah, not properly. Anybody heard what she said that they want to repeat?
Yeah, what is the purpose of the workshop? You're not so clear, Yvette. She said that you're thinking, what is the purpose of the workshop?
Oh, I'm thinking, what is the purpose of the workshop? Well, let me just burst everybody bubble, right? Open all your room. none of you know what I'm thinking. And this is the reason why I'm here. I'm here because I could come on this platform smiling, have a serious face, fold up my arms, twist up my head. I could laugh as loud and you still may not fully know what I'm thinking. And this is the reason why counseling is needed for this program. Because while you go through the process over the next coming, the spans of this course, of this program, I want you to know that if you don't say something, we may not know what you're thinking, feeling, or experiencing. And so my small time this morning with you in this welcome, and I'm very privileged to sit in a forum that is filled with so many ladies, so many shining ladies. But in my experience, I've found a lot of persons with masks on. And this is an opportunity to not paint on a shine, but to be able to shine from inward. And that requires that if at any point in time, somebody feels as you start to feel like, if you know what, I'm trying to be okay, but I'm not okay. It's just not, I want to feel, but I'm not feeling. I'm experiencing this and I don't know who to turn to. I want to encourage you that we at the Counseling Clinic here right now and on this program, we are here for you. And so do not suffer in silence is my message this morning. Do not suffer in silence. Reach out, speak out, say something so that we could all help now to develop that shine. That true shine, not a fake shine, not a pretend shine, but that shine would go so deep that by the time you start to illuminate and shine forth, you'll be able to impact others, your circles, the environments, and so on. So that's my brief to say, that's all I really come here to say this morning. God bless. I look forward to what this program is going to bring. And I am again happy. Thank you so much, Ms. Claxton and your team for having me. And I look forward to the engagement as time progresses. So thank you so much. And that's it for me at the Counseling Clinic.
Thank you very much, Dexter, and thanks to the Counseling Clinic, Dexter and Camille. I mean, I must say thank you to them personally because they have allowed me to be able to shine as well, truly from the inside out with their support. So I do thank them both for their support over the past year that I've known them. So we look forward to having Mr. Dexter on board to help us throughout this process, to help us really shine and to live our best lives, okay? Right, guys. So we're getting into the meat of things in a few minutes. Oh, we have Camille with us. She's ready to go. Nice. So before we do that, we have Cheryl Allen on board, who's one of our other directors. She is gonna just say hi to us.
So I'm just here to say hi to you guys and to someone on this project now, Shine. And they have come a long way. We all have. And I wish you all the best, the group all the best. And say hi to all the guys on board. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cheryl. Thank you for your support and encouragement.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Cheryl's been a dear friend, especially over the past few years. She's been very, one of my backbones going through my trials, So I really thank her for her friendship and support.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's move into our presentation. If nobody else wants to speak, I will introduce you to our speaker today, Mrs. Camille Fraser-De Bellotte, and she will be taking us through our first session, where we will be dealing with self-awareness and self-discovery. Okay? Next week, we'll be dealing with healing, and Deborah will be taking us through that session. This week, we're dealing with self-awareness and self-discovery. And Mrs. Camille Fraser-De will take us through that. So, Camille, take it away.
I want to say good morning. I am seeing some faces, and I trust that as we progress, not too far from now, I would definitely be able to see the other faces. I know this program is catered to the female youth, young women, and I know I see a large number of young women here. Yeah, I know the adults are here. However, I doubt it's just the 5 that I'm seeing. So I look forward to see the rest as we progress. I know some may still be on the bed relaxing, but this is a time where you come and you confront and prepare to receive all that has been prepared for you. Think of this as an interview. You want the job at the end of the interview, right? Think of this as a promotion. You want that promotion. Think of it as an opportunity that will only come this time. And if you don't apply yourself this time, you can miss. If you don't confront this time, you can miss. So I don't want any of you to miss. So I would give those who are probably not ready just about 1 minute to confront, to come center as we delve right into this morning's session. So again, I want to say thank you to Simone. Thank you to your team. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure serving this year, this time around. And I look forward to what will be done throughout the weeks, and may God have his way. Yeah? So we are in a good place. Ladies who I'm already seeing, let me see an emoji that would tell me how you feel today. Let me see an emoji. If you're sad, put that emoji up. If you're happy, put that emoji up. At least you're honest, right? So let me know how you feel. Let me start by putting a little emoji here that would describe how I feel today. How do I feel? I feel excited. I feel happy. I feel overjoyed. I feel lovely. I look lovely as well. And I feel ready to serve. I feel cool. So let me start with a little cool emoji as we go in. Nice. So Simone, as we progress, times when you or your people would have to interject to do the necessary, please let me know so that I'll be guided accordingly. And because of the little constraints on my end, Miss Bellotte is just working something out for me before I delve in. So if I could just ask for 1 minute, and within that 1 minute, the girls who don't have their faces can also prepare themselves. Yeah? Nice.
Oh, we have Princess Sapphire has joined us. Right. Princess Sapphire, going to bring some greetings. This is the lady behind the name, the Sapphire Miriam Foundation. Yes, Sapphire, go ahead. Take it away before Miss Camille does her presentation.
Hello.
Hi.
I hope you guys are doing good. I really like what's happening here, and I hope that it goes. I know it is going places because it's come very far. When it was started, I was like 10 or 11. And now I'm 15, and it's thriving, and there's like a really good community here. And I've seen that a lot of people have stayed and stuck around for the ride. And I hope that you guys see what a good opportunity this is, because not many people get this, and a lot of people would kill for this. So
Thank you. Thank you, Sapphire. Yeah, we don't realize how privileged we are. Hi, Hillary. A lot of you all don't realize that we have a lot of freedom of speech now. We have a lot of women's rights, the ability of women to do a lot of things now that we weren't allowed to do. Maybe like 60, 70, 100 years ago, right? To speak up, to vote, to work in certain types of jobs, So let's not take these opportunities for granted. The fact that we could come together as, women, and we could learn and we could share our voices, and our voices can be heard. So thank you very much for that, Sapphire, for reminding us. Lovely to have you on board. So ladies, during this session, we're going to have Haralia and Maya helping us out, bringing up the worksheet that we'll need to use, as well as some words that will help you do your first activity, which will be to tell us in 3 words, about yourself.
Nice. Simone, I'm ready. Tell me, could we start with that particular activity?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
Okay,
Please,
so
go ahead.
yeah, Aralia will bring up the sheet. So we're gonna have some words, and you're gonna have a choice to choose 3 words. Right. So let me let Aralia fend off that activity. Hillary's having some network issues in Ghana, but we're happy to have them on board with us. So take it away, Aralia.
Hi, everyone. So, for this activity, you're going to introduce yourselves to us using 3 words or more if you like. I'm going to scroll down the list. Everyone can take a little browse of the category of words we have, right? So, we have the core values, we have personal growth, we have relationships and emotions, we also have purpose and impact, we have creative expression, spiritual and intuitive, and bold and adventurous. Yeah. So my words, right, really and truly, I would use free, I would use grounded, and I would also use creative, right? Those are my 3 words. Y'all can drop your 3 words in the chat for us. I'm going to continue scrolling up and down, and you can let us know in this Zoom chat 3 words that describes yourself. Let me see.
Right. So what we want them to do is to unmute their mics and tell us the words, because we want to give everybody a voice, right? As Ricardo said, and as Sapphire said, we have that voice now, to speak. So let's hear your voices. So you write down the 3 words as it's scrolling past that embodies, or 4 words that embodies you, your personality that describes you. So when I call your name, you're just gonna tell me 3 words that speaks to you. Okay? So everybody's gonna get a chance, right? So have your words ready so that we can move really quickly. My lovely friend Clarice. Right, Clarice, let's have your 3 words.
Okay, so my 3 words are loyalty, imaginative, and loving.
All right, nice. Melanie.
So I chose friendly, energetic, and excited.
Friendly, energetic, exciting.
Yep.
Let's
Because I'm always the one among my friends who wants to do something and get very uneasy when we're in class and inside. I always need to be doing something. I hate to sit idle and just sit there and speak or something. I need to always go outside, engage in some activities, something fun.
lovely. Thanks for that, Melanie. Let's have Sapphire. 3 words.
My 3 words are resilient, musical, and leader.
Ooh, lovely, yeah. Spot on. Resilient, musical, and leader, yeah. Let's have Kayla and Whitney.
Generous, loving, and caring. My words are grateful, courageous, and trusted.
Okay, great. Trusted, grateful, yeah, courageous. Shanika.
My words are vibrant, energetic, and disciplined.
Vibrant, energetic, and disciplined. Right. Right, come on, ladies. Who's next? Azalea.
Your words are courageous, open-hearted, and musical.
Courageous, open-hearted, and musical. We have another musical lady here. Lovely. All right, guys. So who's next? Let's have Katisha.
Mine is curious, musical, and loving.
Curious, musical, loving. Wow, nice. Thank you. Rihanna, and then Tahiri.
I am loving, supportive, and forgiving.
Loving, supportive, forgiving. Tahiri, we have the name correct?
Yes, you do. My 3 words are kindness, mindful, and supportive.
Right? Kindness, mindful, supportive. Alexis, and then Jocelyn.
I have energetic, supportive, and friendly.
Energetic, supportive, friendly. Right, ladies, I'll speak loud and clear so we can hear you, right? Jocelyn, and then Mary Lee. All right, Mary Lee, go ahead.
Curious, trusting, and creative.
Curious, trusted, creative. Anybody else? Monica, and then Carisha.
I haven't seen all the words yet.
All right, from what you've seen, tell me which ones speaks out to you. All right, let's have Faith and Jabel.
My 3 words are ambitious, caring, and fearless.
Ambitious, caring, fearless. Lovely. All right. Being fearless is so important, huh? Takes you places. If you're very fearful, believe me, you don't take chances. And without chances, you can't live.
Morning, everyone. My 3 words are expressive, daring, and courageous.
Expressive, daring, courageous. Lovely. All right. So, Simone, you're right.
So actually, I chose 4 of them, but I realized everybody's saying 3.
Now you can say
So my 4 words are empathy, empowering, reflective, and rebellious.
right. Lovely. And rebellion could be good, eh? You're talking about the good type of rebellious.
Yes.
Standing up and fighting for what you want.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Right. It was lovely to meet Yvette in St. Lucia in February. She's part of a foundation there that empowers young girls as well. Doing great work. So thanks for being on board, Yvette.
Thank you.
Right. So Camille, you can interject when you're ready.
Nice.
You have an idea? Yeah.
So thank you, ladies. Simone, you were going to say something?
Yeah. I say we have an idea of the type of ladies we have on board this year. Just
I was thinking as they were, sharing about themselves. And, we have on the sheet core values. Under the core values, we have some words listed there. Then we have personal growth, relationship and emotions, purpose and impact, creative and expressive, spiritual and intuitive, bold and adventurous. And I don't know if it's me, but I was waiting to hear someone mention something under the spiritual list, right?
yeah.
I didn't hear anybody mention anything. My spiritual list is blank. And it had words like grateful, centered, faithful, enlightened, prayerful, intuitive, peaceful, aligned, sacred, and grounded.
Yes.
And then
Was it Aralia? I think said grounded.
Aurelia, you said grounded. Let me take that water. Nice.
Yes. And Cheryl saying that's the number one because spiritual side of things is the number one.
Lovely.
That is so true. We need to focus more. Huh?
And I mean, even when we look at the whole person, the 7 dimensions, we have the financial, the physical, recreational, we have career, and so on. But very important, that spiritual foundation, I believe it sets the tone so that we would be able to master the others. Because even when we look at the others, I believe we really do need help from God, to forgive people, to love, to succeed, to walk in kindness and integrity and so forth. So I am making this plug, so just in case, because I've been to forums where I touch on prayerfulness, and I'm telling you, young adults, ages 20, 21, 22, male and female, saying, Miss Camille, how do you pray? So I trust that in this group, my young ladies, they know they know the importance of being grounded. You're not too young, Don't think, well, that's for the older ones like Miss Simone and Miss Camille and Miss Aralia. No, no, no. That's for all of us, recognizing that there's one greater than us and we need him to survive. So as we plug in, I'm happy to hear from you all. I heard kindness, loving, supportive, caring, curious, creative. Someone spoke about rebelliousness, and I heard Miss Simone say, I hope that's the good side. Yeah. And even if someone is here struggling and they're rebellious to parents and so forth, by the end of the day, I trust that as we go on through this segment, you all will glean so much that there would be the shift in the attitude, shift in the character, because you would understand during our teaching today that all that you are going to get here today is not just for your teenage years. You're going to be an adult at some point in time. You're going to have children. You may marry at some point in time. You're going to have your own businesses. You're going to be a part of the world of work. And some of these very traits or characteristics, they look for that. When you're going to the workplace, the boss man want to be sure that you're kind. Sometimes I hear my young people say, Miss, I am not a people's person, and I must interject and make a plug right there. If you are a business owner, you need people to keep that business up. So you got to love people. No man is an island. So even as we look at each other, here as females is a safe space. You need Miss Simone. I need Miss Simone. I need you. There's so much that I can learn from you, so much that you can learn from me. So that in itself says that, hey, we're not doing this thing alone. We cannot do it without people. If I'm going up, I need someone to help me up, and I need someone to push me up. And then when I get up now, I am holding up and I am pulling up, right? So we see the effect. So we're going in to today's session, and I trust that you have your pen and your paper so that as Miss Camille shares anything that stands out to you, you jot it down. And if while Miss Camille is sharing and something is confusing to you, stop me and say, Miss Camille, could you explain this for me? And I am willing to bring clarity once I could, right? So person spoke about who they are. And I trust that you didn't just call out these because I want to impress Miss Simone or I want to impress the ladies here. I want you to be true to who you are. True to who you are. If you know you're not kind, today is the day where you assess. Am I kind? How do I treat with people? Am I honest? Does people in my space recognize me as a liar, as a dishonest person? Do I recognize my gifts? I heard someone said that they are musical. Well, listen to me. Are you a storyteller? Are you poetic? And sometimes we can have these traits and it's lying dormant because we haven't gotten that nudge to go so deep and recognize. Or in some instances, some of us would have had a rough patch in our lives during our childhood. And because of all that we've been through, it's so difficult for us to see the good in ourselves. Are you that person? Are you that person? So today we're searching deep, right? So I'm getting ready to share my PowerPoint and we are going in. So, ladies, once you're ready, let me see your emojis. Let me know that you're there, and Miss Camille can go on. Yeah, I'm seeing some emojis. Nice. I love what I'm seeing. So I'm ready to share. Great. It came back as that. All right. Nice. So once I begin to share and you're seeing me, let me know that you are seeing me. So I'm taking time to adjust my screen so that we can proceed. And reminder, if you see me looking ahead, I am seeing you, but I'm seeing you ahead of me as compared to when I look down at my device. Great. Are we seeing?
We are seeing Miss Camille.
Lovely.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are here, Shine 2025. And when I think about the word shine, I think about good lighting. I think about bright. I think about brilliant. I think about others being able to see in that space. And, sometimes we might think of ourselves as insignificant and we never know the person that need us. Someone in your space need you, despite what you are faced with. Someone in your circle, they are looking at you, they are emulating you, they are admiring your traits, your qualities. And as you continue your hopefulness, your resilience, so many persons can benefit. So this is the day where we are going to search self and examine self. Am I on the right path? Or do I need to tweak some areas? So I am going to be speaking to self-awareness and self-discovery. Again, if you miss my name, I am Camille Fraser-De Bellotte, and I am a life coach by profession. And as my husband brought greetings, I too am bringing greetings from the counseling clinic. We are privileged to be here. So we are going in today. Lovely. So let's go right in. So we are going into a self-awareness checklist. And on your paper,
Guys, first,
yes, hi, Miss Rofi.
do we have to write this down?
No, just take nuggets that is important to you. Take nuggets that is important to you, things that you need while I share, go in. However, for the checklist, I want you to just make jottings so that you would be in the know of the stuff that you got to deal with as we progress. So this here is the self-awareness checklist. And again, we're being true to who we are, right? How do you feel about yourself? When you assess yourself, you assess where you are, the stage you're at, all that you've been through, all that you're presently going through. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel good? Are you angry? Do you appreciate yourself? Do you dislike yourself? Do you love yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Next question. How would your best friend and the people in your space describe you? So yes, you can say that, yes, Miss Camille, I am kind, I am loving, I'm understanding, but can persons in your space say that about you? Or would they say otherwise, but from a negative place? Do we show for these good traits that persons can receive and look at us and say, yes, well done, great young woman, amazing? So again, you search. How do you feel about the way others treat you? Do you set boundaries? When you go into the space of others or when persons come into your space, what are the things, young ladies, I'm speaking to because I know in the secondary school system or in the primary school system, some of you are mixed, right? They are the young women, the young men. So young ladies, we have the young men in our spaces. And then for some who may go to the all girls spaces, there are the girls. How do you allow persons to treat you? Young ladies, how do you allow the young men to treat you? How do you allow the young women to treat you? Good question, right? Are you good at being in the present moment? So we are here and you are in tune with what Miss Camille said. You are in tune with what the doctors would have stated before. You are in tune with what Miss Simone would have stated before. Or is it that you usually zone out? And then if you're saying, Miss Camille, at times I zone out, I would ask, when you zone out, what's in your thoughts? Because I'm not downplaying anything here. I've worked with young women and young men. Miss Bellotte, I've worked with young women and young men. And when we hear the feedback coming out of when they zone out, we hear, Miss, when I zone out, I just think about how my parents treat me so badly. Miss or sir, when I zone out, I planning to take my life. Miss or sir, when I zone out, I just in a place where I feel more happy and more interested, not interested, sorry, more happy, where in a place where I have to be away from this world. I'm better in that place while being away from this world. Do you consider your childhood a happy one? Are you a happy young woman? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you a happy teenager? Just in case we have the younger ones here, are you happy? When did you last feel disappointed? Or do you always feel disappointed? Are you contented? Are you kind and fair to yourself? Sometimes we give ourselves some bad blows, How you could fail that exams? How you could be so stupid? How you could be so dumb? When would you get it together? Look at you. You're ugly. You can't be like Jenny. You can't be like the others in the class. Sometimes we compare ourselves, right? Anybody with Miss Camille? Just let me know that you're with Miss Camille.
I'm here.
With you, man.
Right. Are you kind to yourself? Are you fair? When things happen, are you willing to give yourself a second chance? We're going in again. Do you consider your child? So this is from the first slide. When last you feel disappointed? This is from the other slide. A very good question here. When faced with disappointment, when faced with challenge or with a challenge, is it easy for you to give up and throw in the towel? That exam is stressful. University is stressful. I know I'm a living testimony. Sometimes your lecturer is critical. They want the assignment on time. Sometimes they may say something and you don't understand and you feel so flustered. So that day can be an example of a challenge. Is it always easy for you to give up? How do you cope when under stress? Do you lock yourself away in the bedroom? Do you isolate? Do you cover up with that mask? Because they can't see me. I good, our young people, we always hear when we ask, how you doing? Yes, sir, I normal. Yeah, miss, I normal. I normal. What is normal for you? Are you able to identify your strengths? The things that you're good at? I'm happy that we did the assessment earlier where persons were able to go in and identify, and I heard a lot of strengths coming out, really great qualities. How about the weaknesses? Are you able to identify your weaknesses? Just as we are able to identify the strengths, we must be able to identify the weaknesses, understanding that there is room for improvement. There are things that, hey, if I work on this, if I tweak this area, I polish it, all will be well. However, we can have those weaknesses and we can choose not to deal with it. Are you kind and fair to others? I would have asked about yourself earlier. Now I'm asking about you, about others, you to others. Are you kind and fair to others? Can they recognize that you're kind to them? Can they recognize that you are fair to them? But Miss Camille, you don't know what they do to me, what they did to me. Are you kind and fair to others? So that there is a self-awareness checklist. So I'll make this plug here. When we think about having a healthy self-awareness, it helps you to feel good about yourself. It helps you to be better able to be in tune with your emotions. Yes, you're going to have the down days. Yes, you're not going to feel good at times. However, just think about that healthy self-awareness. You know who you are. You understand who you are. And because of you knowing who you are better able to represent with the C word. That C word speaks to confidence. Are you confident? No matter what they say to you, people will be people. Sometimes we have young people who are so very insensitive. And they're going to say the meanest. They're going to say the darnest. Are you easily moved? When we think about having a healthy sense of self-awareness, it provides insight into who you are. Do you know who you are? Do you know why you react the way you react? Are you always angry? If you're always angry, why do you act? Or should I rephrase that? What happened that caused you to be at this place where you're always angry? You're bitter. You don't know how to embrace others in your space. You isolate you push off. Persons can't get too close to you. You have this barrier up. My question, and I know Miss Bellotte does a great job as a psychologist to ask this: what happened? What happened? What haven't you spoken about just yet? What have you dusted under the carpet and you tell yourself it good under there, because if anybody know about this, it's trouble. But just think about at home, ladies, those of you who do the household chores. You have a rug in the center of the living room. And months after months, you're just sweeping around the rug. You're sweeping, you're using your vacuum, you're doing everything around the rug. And then one day, you know what? You say, here's what. I'm just trying to do this quick, yes? You dust it off in the scoop and you throw it under the rug because mommy told you you have to clean the house before you go to the mall. Before you go to the bazaar, before you go to youth meeting, mommy said, clean the house. And you say, you know what? I'll dust it here and mommy won't see. Do you think that dust will go anywhere? No. Next week, mommy cleaning and mommy just pick up the rug and all the dirt is there. That is a good example of when we don't deal with the things, the childhood issues, because I know things happen, right? Or things still happening. When we don't deal with those things, it's very hard for us to function. They want the best of us. They want us to bring A grades. They want us to do well. They want us to represent well in society. But if we don't deal with the things that happen, the things that causes me to feel low, feel bad about myself, feel angry, feel hurt, then no way I would be able to properly execute the way that they want me to, or the way that they expect me to properly execute. Self-awareness for students is crucial for success. Listen to me. Just think about you knowing who you are. Listen, you hitting those grades, you mastering those assignments. Even in the areas that we're not too good at. You give yourself a pat on the shoulder even when you don't bring the grades. Self-awareness. You encourage yourself to go again. Go, Camille. Go, Camille. Go, Camille. You have this. And even if you fail 100 times, you know that you still have it. And on the 101 time, listen to me, you pass. Success. I'm not here to promise and it would all be nice picket white fence. You know what we see in the movies? And sun shining nice, birds chirping. No, no, no. If I sell you that dream, I will be held accountable by God because it don't always be easy. But what do we do? Are you willing to fight? Or are you easy at throwing in the towel? Self-aware people have a fundamental belief in their ability to choose or to achieve rather a goal. No matter what is before me. I plan. I know the course or the path that I must take to get there. And I go at it. Don't make no jokes with that. Was I always like that? No. I had to relearn some things. I had to undo some things, some ideologies, some things that people said in a negative light that I believed for so many years. I had to deal with that in order to be where I am. And if you know me, Miss Simone would know. And listen to me, I don't like to see young people go wasted. You ain't live no life yet. You now start to live and you just ready to give up. Nah, I don't take give up. Miss, the university is so hard. I've had my young woman say to me, Miss, that lecturer, I just can't get through. Miss, it's so much. I would hear you out. I allow you to vent and cry and throw your tantrum. I allow you to feel because you are an emotional being, right? But you know what I do as well? I sit with you. After you cry and you kick up your feet like a little baby, I sit with you. And then we plan, we revisit, and we look from a different lens. Okay, the lecture is tough. What do I do to work around this season? Mommy and daddy may not have all this money in this season. What do I do? What am I willing to sacrifice? We got to be real, right? What am I willing to pass on? What am I willing to tweak? To get to that place. It's clustered here. What am I willing to do? I remember a season in university, Miss Bellotte would have said to me, I went to him and I said, babe, this is so much. I'm tired. And he said, you know what? Close the laptop, take it off, breathe a bit, take a rest if you have to take a rest, take a shower, grab a meal, take a walk, do something. But in all that you do, know that you're coming back to it, right? You're coming back when you're ready. You're coming back when you're revived. You're coming back when you're energized. And I have learned that at that place of burnout, no matter how much you try to accomplish in that place, it's going to be harder. So again, self-awareness. We're moving on. My girl is all smiley here. Self-awareness is your ability to be in the know or understand the things that make you who you are as an individual, including your personality, actions, values, beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. Young ladies, what are the thoughts that you harbor? Are they always positive? What are emotions? The emotions that you feel. Miss Camille going right there, right? Beliefs, values, actions, personality. How does that look for you? So we're not pretending. So Miss Camille will go down memory lane very quickly. I went into a very prominent girls' school some months ago. And I mean, in Trinidad, when you call these prominent schools, listen to me, much respect, right? They have this little, how should I say it? Let's just say you call Fatima to my young ladies here. When you hear that Fatima, when you hear CIC, what do you think? Let me hear from you.
I think a prestige, high education.
That's it. You the prestige that comes with it, the name alone. You know of the background. You know that when you hear them those schools, you know, hey, Sander, nice. So I went into the school and I had a speak out on mental health. So I had 2 speak outs. I did one on public speaking sometime before, and then I came in. I was invited again, and I did something very deep and intimate on mental health. And you know what? You would tell yourself, you go in there, these young women have it figured out. They're good, they're happy, they're well-to-do, and things working out and so forth. In that same prestigious school, there were young women thinking about attempting suicide. Miss Camille lying. No, Miss Camille talking the truth. There were young women cutting. I wonder if we have any cutters here with us. This is not to scare anybody, but we're being real with the issues, and sometimes we can't deal with the issues, so we cope negatively. So I saw a couple of young ladies, well, in nice coats and stuff, those sporting jackets. And you would tell yourself the place real cold. So they come out with a jacket. And underneath the jacket, scars. Miss Camille, I cut. And when I cut, I feel this release. I feel good. I feel good, Miss Camille. And then one told me that they are past the and they would take a pen or a needle and they would chuck it in the nail bed to release. Because they've been through, they have the thoughts, and they could barely manage the thoughts, the emotions. And then what they believe that nobody is here for me. What's the values? What values you think that they might possess? And then they're willing to action it by taking their lives, or they action it by cutting under the stomach, cutting on the thighs, where we just cover it up because mommy and daddy wouldn't see there. So we cover it up. But ladies, let me tell you something. In my time working with the youth, I've never seen someone, or I've never heard anyone say to me, Miss Camille, you see, after I done cut and do my do and everything, I live my life the best. No. When all of that is done, they are right back to that place, dealing with the challenges and all that they have not dealt with until they're ready to cut again. So I'm saying to you, don't suffer in silence if that's you. So we're working on self-awareness. If your thoughts are good, your emotions, or let's look at the actions, the personality, the values, the beliefs. Ooh, just think about it. How free. And in it, I'm not saying, and as I said it before, it's not always going to be good. But even when the going gets tough, and you are set up right with all of what I call there, you are able to manage. You're not able to easily be thrown off course. We're moving on. Is self-awareness important? And let me just see if I miss anything. Is self-awareness important? Ask yourself that question. I believe it is. Let's see why it is important. Self-awareness is important because it allows you to reflect on aspects of yourself that are sometimes missed. If by chance when we were going through this assessment and you found it hard to recognize words on this sheet to describe you, that's a critical place to be in. As you understand your abilities and tendencies, your self-awareness, you being aware of you, of who you are, also allows you to think about you, how you treat you, and how you treat and interact with others around you. It's like that portion of scripture in the word of God that speaks to loving the Lord thy God with your heart, your mind, your soul, you loving him. And then comes after loving your neighbor as yourself. And sometimes how we treat people is a very clear example, or it can serve as an idea of how you treat yourself. You're not good to yourself, you can't be good to people. You're not kind to yourself, you cannot be kind to others. You think that friend in your class who's always isolated, it's just like that? Something deeper. That family member, something deeper. Sometimes our parents, something deeper. So how do you treat you? And how do you treat and interact with the world or others around you? So we come back to needing people, right? Just think about you. Disrespectful to adults, disrespectful to your teachers. And then when you go out to the world of work, the same persons you were disrespectful to, you go into a place for employment, and on the board to hire you is someone that you disrespected. Someone that you cuss out and you let them have it. I went to Pennywise about 3 months ago, and I walked up to the cashier, and I remember at the corner of my eyes, I saw a woman cashier right next to me. I saw her looked at the corner. I didn't look at her, but in the corner, you could see what's going on. She looked at me. She looked up and down about 2 times. And then she continued cashing. But I caught it. In my mind, I'm wondering, yes, why did she do that? And then I looked and I said, you look beautiful. I love your hair. It's amazing. And then she went on to pat her hair and say, oh, I just came from the hairdresser and so forth, and I'm happy that you like it. And then she continues cashing. And then I continue to cash. I'm smiling and I'm happy that I was able to compliment her and cause her to feel nice. And then she said to me, you do an amazing job. I said, you know me, right? She said, yes, I do. She said, you're just as you are online, in person. I said, where do you know me from? She said, and you teach public speaking? I said, yes. And then she calls her daughter's name, and she said, while my daughter was in your public speaking class online, I was seated in her space, and I would listen to your lectures and so forth. So you do a good job. And I started to laugh, because I am saying to myself, Camille, next thing when this woman give you that up and down, and you turn around and give her a piece of your mind, then that would have tainted her vision of me, right? So she saw me so nice and pleasant, teaching the people about public speaking and how to be confident and how to speak well and, be in tune with the emotions while on stage and loving up your audience. And then seeing me in person and couldn't match that, I tell you, that would have been bad for me. Would she be able to recognize, refer me in the future? No. And that is a good example, ladies. Who we are behind the closed door when nobody looking is who we are out there. no one to hold anything against you and call you fake, call you a pretend or pretender. No, no, no. We're going in again. Is self-awareness important? Self-aware people are able to manage their behaviors. Can you manage your behaviors, ladies? I ask the question, how do you allow people to treat you in the schools? Are the boys able to come in and touchy? And in this time, we see that the young ladies having these struggles with the young ladies too. So are calling that out. Are the young ladies able to come in and touchy? Are you one wrestling with your teacher who have no ill intent towards you? Your mommy, your daddy who have no ill intent towards you? Are you a fighter towards them because you want what you want? They can accurately evaluate what the situation requires, and then modify their actions accordingly. Are we a critical thinker? We met with compromise. We met with our backs against the wall. We met with a difficult situation. Are you one to assess it? Sometimes I hear persons, the adults, say our young people don't think. They think after the action. They think after they do it. Sometimes I hear young people who are incarcerated. When I go into St. Jude's, young women who are there. When my husband going to YTC, young men who are there. They say, "Miss, sir, I didn't think about that before, boy. So I don't know what I was thinking when I grabbed that handbag, So I don't know what I was thinking when, I hit my mother that slap, So I don't know. After the fact, when there's a consequence, are we thinking there and then? Nah, that's not self-awareness. Self-awareness would say, when we met with it now, before I go further, we deal with it now. Because it could escalate. So we're always on the button. We're thinking. We don't need a friend to think for us, because sometimes if we allow the friend to think for us, what they can lead us to do may not be what we must do or should have done. Self-awareness. Or let me just bring it into self-discovery, because you would hear me speaking about the awareness. But even as we look at the two, it collides with each other. So I would really speak to self-awareness, and within self-discovery, there are some nuggets that you can take there. So the beliefs, the interests, the values, cultural background, and so forth would speak to self-discovery. Finding your unique self. There's this particular youth organization I go into, and they teach life skills to the youth. And sometimes somebody did cooking because their friend doing cooking, and they have no passion for cooking. Somebody did makeup because like my clique, my girls and them doing makeup, so I doing makeup too. Are you passionate about that thing? Your friend, not because your friend, your sister doing it, it's for you. Who are you? So we're focusing on your unique self, your unique identity. Who are you? Do you recognize good qualities in yourself, despite what you've been through? Because I know our young people go through. But in the midst of going through, you must be able to recognize those good traits. You must be able to recognize that, hey, I am worth. I am good. I am unique. I am wonderful. I'm beautiful. I am smart. I'm intelligent. And I'm not talking about you telling yourself you're smart or you're intelligent only if you're bringing the A grades. In the midst of failure as well, tell yourself that you're smart and believe it. So that as you go forward, you know that, hey, I press forward to greatness. I'm not giving up here. I'm pressing. I'm pressing. I have a goal to meet. I have a mark to meet. I have things to accomplish. Oh my, people are depending on me. Nations are depending on me. It's beyond Trinidad and Tobago. It's beyond England. It's beyond Africa. It's beyond Guyana. Ooh, globally. So we're going in. Who we are is comprised of memories, experiences, feelings, thoughts, relationships, values. All of these, I'm telling you, sometimes it could be a little bit hard to digest, but all of these make up self. And here we're going with this, right? At the bottom of the slide, it says negative experiences, negative outlook, positive experiences, positive outlook. So even if your memories are negative or positive, your experiences negative, positive, your feelings negative, positive thoughts, negative, positive relationships, values negative, positive, sorry. Ooh, people are going to see who you are. You're going to show forth. Sometimes you can't help but to treat people unfair. Who taught you that? Where did you learn that from? There's something we call learned behaviors in psychology. And we speak to our adults very, very seriously about this. Your child learning from you negatively, positively, they're learning. So you're teaching them to be angry at the neighbor, to curse out the neighbor. You doing it, they learning. Daddy get a bad drive in the gas station, the man rush him for the pump. And 3-year-old daughter is sitting in the back seat in the car seat. And he cuss out. And our 3-year-olds now they're talking, right? So like my daughter, daddy taught her classical conditioning to use the bathroom to pass stool. If she's showering, if she's urinating, if she's passing stool, this is what she would say. My daddy told me, if I use the bathroom to number 2, the toilet to number 2, I am going to get piece of chocolate. My daddy, listen to me, it's like a record. If I'm showering, I'm bathing her, she would say it. My daddy tell me, if I use... So just think about, on the flip side, what that child could learn from the negative place, right? So when we hear 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds pressing down the place, you wonder what is the root of that, right? Negative experiences, negative outlook. Positive experiences, positive outlook. Papa could have beat her to learn to use the bathroom, right? But Papa used to reward her. You use the toilet, Mama? This is what I have for you. Before you know it, my girl running to the toilet. You don't even have to tell her twice. She get in there. Did we always know that? Nah. But I always believe when you get knowledge, there's an opportunity for you to do better. We can't eat all this good food and we still the same. Nah. Going in. Values. The beliefs people have about themselves. What do you believe about yourself is what you are. You believe that you are no good, are good for nothing. That's what you are. They call you stupid all your life and you believe it and you're just going on. Yeah, I'm stupid. That's what they tell me. That's what they continue to tell me. That's what they told me in the past. That's what you are. So right or wrong, what are we willing to stand on? What are the beliefs about yourself that you're willing to harbor? Personal values. 1 second, ladies. Great. Personal values are the measuring sticks by which we determine what is a successful and meaningful life. Personal values, right? What are your personal values? What are the things that you stand on? So, like, for instance, Miss Camille, if I am going to minister at a church, at an event, and I am at the forefront, and I always teach this in public speaking as well. I'm very mindful of the bottom part of my body. So you wouldn't see Miss Camille on no stage and she's struggling to pull out the panty and fix the panty because the skirt too tight and the panty printing out. You won't see that. Because I'm conscious that when I set my wardrobe for that event, I know, well, hey, my blazer must drop to the back, cover up my butt. If I'm buying a jeans, sometimes they're laughing at me. Miss, but the jeans fit you good. I said, no, I'm not comfortable with this jeans. You have a size up from here. But look at how the jeans look. But I know what I stand for. So as much as the sales clerk is telling me, Miss, that jeans look good on you. Miss, that dress look good on you. Miss, that... I want to know that, hey, no matter where I put on my jeans, I ain't confusing nobody, boy, child. Oh, I'm not telling a young lady it's okay to be this way or dress this way. So I'm mindful, right? So although Miss Camille came online, here, if you see Miss Camille, you swear I come into meet all in person, right? I put on my little slacks. I put on my little sneakers and my little socks here. Yes, I have a client after I see you all. But even as I come here, I say, hey, I got to represent. Something about when I'm training, I always look for stopper earrings. I don't know. It's a habit. If I'm not training, I would take the long ones and the more flashy ones. But once I'm training, something stopper, something right there. So again, what are your standards? What are your personal beliefs? What are the things that are meaningful to you? I want you to see yourself differently. Young ladies, there's a reason why they say 2 inches under your knee. When you sit down, that makes up for when the skirt come up. They don't have to see heaven, right? So when you sit as a young lady and you cross your leg at your ankle, they say, whoa, whoa. Listen to me. Immediately, they look at you differently. You walk into an interview and your head is up. Good morning, sir. I am Jennifer Batiste and I am here to, interview for that position. You already commanded the attention, like, whoa. But when you go in and you don't even know your name, you don't know where you're living, you don't know what you like, they ask you, what could you bring to our institution? What could you bring to our establishment? No. You know that before you go into the interview. So again, what are your values? Some values here. And the sheet that we looked at before speaks a lot to values and so forth. Integrity. Are you a person of integrity, right? Integrity would tell Miss Camille, hey, wear yourself well. Don't let your good be spoken evil of. You're a leader, lead well. Are you growing? Are you honest? Are you accountable? Do you hold your word? Are you family oriented? Are you fun? Are you stable in your thoughts, in your emotions? In who you are you stable? Are you courageous? Are you one with a sound faith, a sound belief? Are you faithful? Creativity. Are you creative? Are you respectful? And the list can go on. Loyalty, adventure, inclusion, adventure, bravery, empathy, patience, communication. How are you with these? Interests include your passions, hobbies, and anything that draws your attention over time. Ladies, what are you passionate about it? Write it down. What are you passionate about? What are your hobbies? What do you love to do? What draws your attention? What keeps you? You can do that thing night and day and night. I am doing what I can do night and day and night. Speaking to young women, I've been working with young women since 2015, 2014 rather. And I've met from all walks of life. Those in prison. I don't want to call it prison. Those are the youth institutions. Those in St. Jude's. I remember going up with a police escort to St. Bob's. They say, Camille, what are you doing up there? I said, die where they are. I'm going there. And when I went, an amazing bunch. An amazing bunch. Till now, I serve the youth. What are you passionate about? What drives you? Ask yourself these questions. What do you pay attention to? What are you curious about? What are your concerns? The focused mental state of being interested in something makes life clear and gives you clues to your deepest passions. Temperament, your preferences, your personal traits. They determine how you react to the world around you. Are you brave? Are you easygoing? Are you hesitant? Are you fearful? Are you doubtful? Are you one that procrastinates a lot? You want to do this thing, but time just clicking, and you haven't gotten around to that just yet. Tell me, do you restore energy from being alone? Have a problem with that? Is it that one? I don't appreciate those introverts declarations at all. Because sometimes we could misuse these words. I am a narcissist. I am an introvert. I am this. And listen to me, when you find out the real meaning of these things, it's to stay far away from these declarations. That's not who you are. Just so you don't like people. 2 little people hurt you, and just so you don't like people. I encourage you. I ain't saying let people do you as they feel to do you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you need persons to manage. Great. So we're moving on. Temperament. Are you a planner? Or do you just do things spontaneous? Do you go with the flow? That type of person? Do you make decisions more based on feelings or thoughts or facts? Do you prefer details or big ideas? Knowing the answers to these questions above could help you gravitate towards situations in which you could flourish and avoid situations that could break you. You see this here? If you know for sure that you have to take notes to remember the thing, you take notes. If you know for sure that you have to set reminders, you have to set alarms, you have to, do these things so that you would be a better person. Sometimes when we address, we go from secondary to tertiary level. We go from tertiary level into the world of work. Sometimes it's very hard to adapt. You know the things that it's okay with you. I know persons would set out planners for the entire week. I am not that person. If I am coming to prepare, to present, I have to have, if I'm not using a PowerPoint, if I'm not using slides, I must have my notes to guide my conversation so that I just don't go all over the place. you know who you are and what you must do. Mission and goals. What have been the most meaningful events of your life? Take that down. Ask yourself this question, and you may discover clues to your hidden identity, to your career. Sometimes we are in between. I think I should study this. 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 Sit, breathe, reflect. What do you love? It comes back to what drives you. I remember wanting to study law some years ago. Watch me. I tell myself as lawyer. Years after, never got the opportunity to study law. And then I started to study life coaching skills with intentions, counseling psychology. So along the way, it would change, right? However, what are you passionate about? So when it comes to helping people, the youth, women, young men, I'm there. So again, career, identity, life. When you ask your question, when you ask the question, what are the meaningful events of your life? It can help you to find that hidden identity. What have you not tapped into as yet? Ask yourself, what have you not tapped into? What does other people recognize in you that you have not yet seen? And then, like, for instance, Miss Simone, I would say Miss Simone is a midwife in this group, together with the members of the team that stands with her. They are the ones to guide you, to push you out, to mentor you, to coach you, because you wouldn't always know it. At this age, you need people to guide you. And that guidance matters, because when we go into these schools, we know that there's the influence on the negative side there as well, right? So you need the guidance, proper guidance that will help you to make informed decisions. You're not just going out there doing willy-willy as you please to. Nah. I have a 15-year-old client, just graduated from high school. And the first time she sat in my training, in my office, we discovered that drinking is a problem. 15. She said, Miss Camille, when I drink, you don't know how I just feel, no? So I said, let's explore that. So we spoke about mission and goals. Simone, are you seeing? Tell me. Yeah?
Yes.
Great. Strengths. We highlighted strengths before. What are those strengths? It's very important that we recognize them, as well as our weaknesses. It's not a bad thing to highlight the weaknesses. It gives you the opportunity to work on them, do away with some of them that has to be done away with, so that we can allow for a smooth flow or the opportunity to properly progress. When we think about strengths, it helps with our self-esteem. We see self-esteem at the bottom of the slide there. When you know you can identify your strengths, your abilities, your skills, your talents, listen to me, you feel good. You are confident when you execute. Let's just think about those who said that they are into the musical or they are creatives. Just think about you executing at that musical or executing that thing that you would have created or whatever the case is. And then you hear the feedback from persons. It can really build on you. It can cause you to go again. You say, whoa, I mastered it this time. Let me go again. You don't want to give up. Strengths and weaknesses. Again, weaknesses. Are you dishonest? Are you someone who gives up easily? You don't like to study. For those who are in high school, tertiary level, whatever, you must put in that study time. It's needed. Vision, and Simone, you spoke about the vision board, which they will do at home. I'm running through vision very quickly so that I can hand over. The ability to think or plan the future. You imagine, have you ventured into that place where you're there thinking or scouting where you see yourself, what you desire to come, to become, what you desire to achieve? That mental image is very important. Some questions for you, young ladies. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your long-term and short-term goals? There are goals that we can accomplish next week, next month, and a year. And then there are those that would take us a longer period of time, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years before we get there. But very much important as we have those goals written down or the vision written down, what is the path that you must take to get there? So if you're telling me you want to become a lawyer, you want to become a doctor, if you're not studying, then tell me. If you're not into medicine, then tell me. So it must match. If your desire is hairdressing, you have no business doing mechanics. It just wouldn't match. Right? It would match. What are the desires you have to accomplish? What are the desires set before you? What are those? What do you desire to do, to give back? The absence of vision, we tend to feel stuck. We begin to question our existence. We feel lost. We begin to compare. Look at me, I am not like. Or look at them, they are good at it. They are successful, but what about me? No. When you know who you are and you have a vision set before you, no matter what people do, you're happy to share in people in their experiences, their wins. You are happy because you know your time will come. In the absence of a vision, we give up because there's nothing to fight for or work toward. What you fighting for? When you compare yourself, that's a killer to your vision, to your growth, to your success. What you could do, I may not be able to do. I am good at working with the youth. You may not be good at working with the youth. So let's just be honest. Challenges are inevitable, unavoidable. But we must maintain and stand our ground that no matter what, we chasing what we want. When we have a vision set before us, even in the word of God speaks about writing our vision and making it clear. When the going gets tough, you have that to fall back on as a reason to keep fighting. Stick it up over your mirror, ladies. Stick it up over your bedpost. Stick it on your notebook, your study book, whatever it is. Make it clear. If we quit when we face challenges, we never get the opportunity to say, I did it, or I finished well. Just think about it. Everybody made it at the finish line, and you stopped halfway. But they are able to look back and reminisce and say, whoa, I remember that time, it was hard, whoa, but you know what, we ran a good leg and we finished well. And then in your instance, should you be the one to quit at the middle or quit at the beginning, you don't get the opportunity to share and reminisce and say, whoa, I stayed on course till the end. I have an illustration here that will guide you as you set your vision board up. What is the vision? So, just an example, I have this vision of purchasing a beautiful handbag in Wonderful World or one of these top stores. The plan, I will sacrifice and save towards this bag. I will not buy the $10 roti every day. Instead, I will save $5 from my $10 allowance towards purchasing this bag at the end of the month. So we have highlighted there the vision, the plan, and even as we execute the plan, which we must have, sacrifice, that S word is important. If you're not willing to sacrifice, when hardship comes, you're going to say, see me, I quit. Just think about not doing with that roti. That roti tastes real nice, every day. And you just have to say, you know what? I will buy something else with the $5 and I'll change. I'll keep the next $5 and I must get this back. So again, vision, plan, sacrifice. Execution of the strategy. I began saving and remain intentional at it. Keywords, remain intentional at it. What is the oath? Or the path rather, you must take to get to the end goal. Hence I said if you're studying mechanics, you're not doing baking. If your friend is studying mechanics and mechanics is not your forte, you have no business there. So all of these would come in terms of the path, the plan that you must take. What I will do and what I will not do. And then the end goal, I purchase the bag. So use this method as you progress. The word sacrifice is very important. You may lose some people along the way. Persons will not understand your vision. They may not buy into your vision. Not everybody is going to understand the vision of the counseling clinic. Not everybody is going to buy in. However, that must not taint our vision. It's your vision. You get to pray about it. You get to seek God about it. You get to plan. You get to write it down, ladies. You get to achieve it. You get to enjoy the benefits and reap the rewards. Simone, you are reaping the rewards. I heard your daughter say 10 years. Oh my God. And she saw the growth. She saw people who came and people stayed and people who left. And you are reaping because I'm very certain you are seeing what you had envisioned come to life. You get to enjoy the benefits, reap the rewards, and you even get to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate if failure occurs. Simone, I'm ready to hand over to you. Ladies, 7 dimensions. 7 dimensions rather. Emotional, physical, academic, career, social, environmental, financial, spiritual. All of them matters. You got to know where you're at emotionally, physically. Are you into exercise, drinking water, eating right, eating your greens, sleeping? Ladies, are you sleeping? Where you at academically? In the midst of failure?
Basically go down a little bit so I can see the whole thing so I can take that screenshot.
Sorry, my dear. Oh, my. Forgive me. Nice. Where you at academically? What does your career path? What does that look like? Do you think it's because of money, the financial constraints, whatever it is? It's very important that you set time to examine spiritually. Remember we spoke about that earlier, right? And some of you didn't. Who was it? Aralia? Aralia was the only person who said that she's grounded. And then one of the adults agreed that not much person spoke to spiritual and intuitiveness. So again, we need to be grounded. I believe I'm not here to sell you any dreams. That spiritual aspect sets the tone for all other aspects of your life. Can I move on now?
That's right.
Wellness means being healthy in all dimensions of our lives and maintaining balance. Watch me. If you're good financially and the other's broken down, you could suffer the consequences. If you're good spiritually and the other's broken down, you can still suffer the consequences. You're not good with family. You're not good with people. That's social. I don't exercise. I don't take a little walk. I don't breathe. Listen to me. It's very important that you focus on you, your wellness, your well-being. If you are not good, you can't give you to anybody. And ladies, if you're thinking about a boyfriend or husband at some point in time, you have to be good for he too. So Simone, I'm ready to hand over. Ladies, I want to say thank you. And I appreciate your attention. And I'm very, very certain that I did well to give you what you need as we kick this program off, Shine 2025. I've run my leg of the race, and I hand you right back over to Simone. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Camille. Thanks to you and your husband. Thanks to the Counseling Clinic. It's been a fantastic presentation. You know, being self-aware. I mean, that's definitely the foundation. It's the foundation, being self-aware, you know, knowing how you feel, and knowing how you feel, you know how to treat others as well, right? So it goes hand in hand, because you would want to treat others the way that you would want to be treated, okay? And you would want them to feel how you feel, okay? So to me, vision, I'm telling you, that's something that really hits home for me, you know, having a vision. And I'm telling you, not everybody would see a vision, as you rightfully said. We see what we see here now today. This had been my vision for many years. Sapphire is now 15 years old, sitting here with me. And this vision came to me when she was a year and a half. That's to tell you how long this has been in the making. I'm telling you, and having a vision and being persistent and consistent despite the challenges, ladies. Your vision may take longer than you really wanted to, but it will come to pass. It will happen. And that vision came at that age, 1.5-year-old. And now she's sitting here with me to be able to see it materialize. And when the girls program was developed, she was approximately 9 years old. And we had one physical session, and she was there helping out at being in everything, you know, as usual. And, you know, when we came online, she was between 10 to 11 years old, and now 15 years old sitting here. So, and not everybody saw the vision at the time, believe me. Sometimes the people around you don't see it. And as Camille said, it's your vision, you know? So you have to see it. You have to know what you want. You have to persist. And I mean, whoever thought that I'd be sitting here today and impacting persons all over the world. I mean, it was my dream to support, you know, single mothers. That was, you know, initially the dream. Just in Trinidad, you know, it wasn't anything global I was thinking of. And this is where it's reached. You never know where your vision can take you and who you can be in touch with, who you can impact. Other persons have bought into this vision. That is why they're here today. From all over the world, people who I haven't even met as yet. It's just amazing, young ladies. Have a vision, know what you want, dream big, right? No dream is too impossible. Nothing is impossible. Once you can dream it, you can achieve it. So that is all I want to say. I don't want to keep us much longer. It's been an amazing, amazing session today, amazing opening. Looking forward to much, much more. We would be sending you guys a worksheet to do your strengths and your areas for improvement. And the app for the vision board will be sent. I think it's been sent already in the chat, will be sent as a link in the email. We would like you to create your vision board, you know what you want for the future, your dreams, put it down, look at it, remind yourself, you know, keep focus, sacrifice, as Camille said, to get it, you know. You have to put a plan in place, right? We want to say thanks to Bouncy Mania. I don't know if anybody's heard of Bouncy Mania. Starting from this week throughout August, they will be having, it's like the largest inflatable. Everybody loves a bouncy castle and outdoor, you know, activity. So they have sponsored 5 tickets, right, for you ladies. So every week we'll be giving out a ticket. So what I'd like to do is ask Aralia. Let me see. Aralia will be able to do that draw for us. Let me see.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, if you have some little bits of paper with the names of the ladies on it as we wrap up, we're gonna just do a draw and see who's the lucky lady.
I'm gonna pick randomly. I'm gonna close my eyes and pick.
Right?
And I'm gonna open now. I have Aisha.
Aisha, lucky winner. Aisha, you located in Trinidad, right?
Yes, my sound Trinidad.
Ah, fantastic. So have you heard about Bouncy Mania? It was like
Yes, yes.
okay. So you plan on going?
Of course.
Well, now that you have a free ticket, right?
Thank you.
Aisha, you're welcome. Wow, Aisha. Well, who will be next week? We're excited now, eh? Who will be next week's winner? Lovely. So thank you, ladies. Anybody wants to say any closing remarks or ask any questions before we wrap up? Now is your time.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, go ahead. Is it Teresa?
Yeah, Tarasai.
Tavasai, yes?
Miss, will we have any in-person meetings?
Oh, yes, we will. So we're looking at something before the end of August to have an in-person session. So we'll be posted. Wow. Marian, you enjoying the session? Do you want to say hi, Marian? Marian's in South Africa. She's been with us last year. Really poured into the young ladies, and she's been a great support to me throughout the past year. We're going to be doing South Africa program soon. Hopefully next year, please the Lord, where we have girls on the ground in South Africa.
Wonderful, Simone. Lovely to be here. Hi, my friend. All right. Hello, everybody. Greetings from South Africa. And hello to Deborah again and to Dr. Jappi and all the familiar faces. And that was a fantastic presentation. I was listening really intently throughout it. I wish I had people talk to me and about these kind of subjects when I was a teenager as well. So I learned a lot. It's always good to also just to learn it as an adult again and just look at your self-awareness and everything that she taught was just fantastic. But yeah, it's just lovely to be here, and thank you for inviting me, and thank you for involving me. And hopefully one of these days, as Simone has mentioned, we have a similar program extended into South Africa. All right. Thank you very much. And yeah, have a lovely day. And thank you very much for involving me in such a wonderful program.
Thank you very much, Marian. So anybody else as we wrap up? Maya's getting ready to play our closing song. So we can have one more person. Any questions or remarks?
Simone, I just want to say this has been an amazing session. And if this is the beginning of the session of the program, I'm anxious to see to the end. Yes, and I know you'll have much more amazing stars coming on.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sharon. Sharon is one of our directors. Thank you for being here and for your comments. Yes, we're looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful cohort this year. So the next few months are going to be amazing. We have 6 consecutive weeks. So we look forward to seeing you, like your young ladies, back next week and every week until the 30th of August. And then we have one session in September, one in October, and one in November. And then we have our grand graduation session in December. That's the first weekend in December. And we have our international and regional partners here as well. We're going to be taking them around the island. It's going to be an amazing time. So we really look forward to that. You ladies will get to be part of that as well. So hang in there for the journey. So we're going to say thanks to our sponsor, Unit Trust Corporation, and also our sponsor for the tickets, Bouncy Mania, for their contribution and making this possible. Thanks to all our partners and all our directors for being on board. Thanks to everyone. It's too much to say. So, Deborah?
Yeah, we're going to want to shout out a big thank you to Camille. Really appreciate you being here. I am sure our girls is feeling empowered and inspired. So, ladies, give me a few nuggets what you're taking away from Camille. Beautiful, wonderfully made presentation just for you. Drop a few nuggets. What you taking away and what you putting in your toolbox.
Yes, ladies, come on. Deborah's not really responsible for our mental health check-in at the end of the session. So we're checking in to see how you feel at the beginning, how you feel now at the end. Come on, ladies. Now is your time.
Hi. So this is my first time joining these classes, and I must say it was an amazing experience. There's a lot of information that I've thought about very deeply, and it's giving me much more of an understanding of myself and people around me. And I just want to thank you for this amazing class.
Nice. That's Asia. Wonderful. So you're from Trinidad?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Nice. You're December. Wonderful. Can we get one more person?
Honestly, at first, when I entered the session and I saw the presentation and everything, I thought it would have been like a normal guidance counselor session, a normal session. But then later on, the energy given out by the session, the energy and the overall vibe was very inspirational and engaging. It took me by surprise, and I was actually very, very interested and into the session. I took away a lot from it, and I think it would help us improve, not only me, but everyone else who thought they had everything set in place and all the ideas and understood themselves fully. It gave me a lot to think about, but I think it was very beneficial, and I would like to thank Miss Bellotte for that.
Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate. Wow. So we're happy that this session can impact you, young ladies, and that you can take away something from it to apply in your daily lives. Journaling is going to be very, very important for this year. So please set up your journal app. We will be sending journal prompts to you, things that you can actually, think about and write down, okay, to help you stay focused in your journaling journey throughout this session. Okay. Lovely. Thanks for the comments, ladies. As Clarice said, self-awareness is key. We're gonna have Maya play our closing song as we close off. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening and weekend, and see you ladies back next week. Please the Lord. Keep tuned to the WhatsApp chat and your emails. And we have our social media pages. Like, share with your friends, encourage them to go on and watch our past episodes, and check us out on Instagram as well as our YouTube. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your day.